In this lesson, we are going to learn how to record your screen with Filmora. So when you first launch Filmora, you will notice this screen recorder tool below down. And we are going to just click on it to see how we can record our screen. So immediately you get this tab. This is where you get to choose your settings and prepare everything in order to start recording. You also get these blue lines all around your screen that you can just move around and adjust the dimension of the area of your screen that you want to record. Notice, as I am moving this away, we are getting a gray area and we are getting the normal area. So whatever is grayed out means that is not going to be in your recorded footage. So if you just want to record, let's say this part of your screen, you can do this so that this part does not show up in your screen recording. You can also grab the corners of the bottom of your screen to make this better so that you can choose the right dimension easier than if you were to just grab this side and then this side, so you can freely move the dimensions of your screen. Notice how the numbers are changing for width and height as I am moving these around. You can see they are changing. Let's bring this back and I can hit this middle button just to drag this whole thing entirely in just one click. You can see if I am going up or going down. I am moving the entire screen with these set dimensions that I have done earlier. And let's say I have a dimension in mind that is 1080 pixel for my video, which is the landscape shot with the ratio of 16:9 ratio. So I'm just going to type this number that I want. So I'm going to type 1920 by 1080. And this sets the ratio of my video, which first of all I have to log this. So let me type 1920 by 1080. Again, we are going to lock this in place. So now this dimension, which has a ratio of 16:9, is locked together. So the width is relevant to the height, meaning that if I grab one of the corners here, I am not changing the ratio of my box or the ratio of the width to the height. You can see it's pretty still, no matter if I grab the bottom here or the side. This is only happening because we have logged and linked the width and the height together. So if I grab one of the corner here, you can see that the box is fixed and I'm not really changing things freely as we did earlier when it was unlocked. So if I unlock this, I can freely change the width and the height. But once I enter a number and lock it, it's going to be locked in place. So now let's go ahead and just increase the box here and go full screen. If you want to 1080 pixel, you have to go with the ratio of 1920 by 1080. And if you want to go by 720 pixel, then you should select the 1280 by 720 resolution. If you want lower than 720 pixel, which is 480 pixel, you should go with 854 by 480 resolution. You can just type them in here, but make sure you lock it so that you don't accidentally end up changing the whole ratio. You can also go down here in this drop down menu. Right now we were on custom. We were able to add some numbers ourselves, but if you go on full screen, it's going to first of all snap all your whole screen and it is going to give you the numbers that the dimension of your computer screen has, which is in my case is this one. So those were the dimensions of my computer screen, and remember this, higher the dimensions, more the quality your video will have. Now moving ahead, we have the microphone option. If you are going to do a voiceover, you would want to turn this on, or if you are going to do this without voiceover, you can just turn it off. If I turn this on, you can see that I'm speaking. The green bar is just going up and down. This is a great way to check whether your microphone is fully plugged in or not. If this green bar is just stuck at the bottom, it means that you are either too far away from your mic, or your voice is too low, or your microphone is not fully plugged in and you have some issues with it. And if it's going all the way to the red bar, which is up here, you would know that you are being too loud or your microphone is way too close. You need to keep it in the green area. If you click on this, you can see that I'm still getting the audio. So it means that my microphone is working on my device, as well as you can choose whichever one you prefer. As of now, I'm going with my external mic. So this is the audio that is coming out from my device. Whether it's an error sound or a video playing on YouTube, whatever comes from a screen speaker is going to be in your audio recording. If you allow it, or if you don't want the speaker audio, you can just click it. Click on this to turn it off, or you can do the same with this as well. It depends on which ones you want. I'm going to turn this on. Now moving ahead, we have the camera setting, which is the webcam. But we'll learn about this in a different video if you request. If you need this video, then do comment camera Filmora video next in the comment section. Now we can just go ahead and start recording. But wait, there are some advanced options too that you might be interested to take a look at. We are going to take a look at these. These are very important and you don't want to skip them. So right here in settings, there is a drop down menu. Click that once and you are going to get this drop down menu. First of all, you want to choose where these recordings are going to be saved. I have kept them on my desktop, but you can browse for others or you can use these folders that are already listed here. And now moving ahead, we have the frame rate option, and essentially what frame rate or FPS is. It is the amount of frames or still images in a single second. So the higher your frame rate, the more quality your video will have. Right now we are set to 30 FPS, which means that in a single second of my recorded footage, there are going to be 30 frames or 30 still images, and that's why I'm going to get a really high quality footage. I would highly recommend sticking between 30 and 60 FPS. Going higher may make your device a little lag, as it all depends on how much your device can take. You can stick with 30 FPS, and if possible, if your device can take it, you can move up to 60 FPS. I'm going to stick with 30 FPS. You definitely don't want to go lower than 30 FPS. Like I said, you are going to get a really bad result below 30 FPS. If you are on 60 FPS, this is the best setting that you can get. But if you see your computer is getting laggy or your Filmora is just not functioning smoothly, then you can just bring this down to 30 FPS. Now moving ahead. By the way, if you have understood all the things that I have told you till now, you can comment in the comment section worth watching. Now moving ahead, we have a record timer setting, which is where you tell Filmora to when to stop recording after a period of time. So I can turn this on and just click it once, and basically Filmora is going to record for 8 minutes and then it will automatically stop. So you can use this if you want, like I'm going to leave mine for a few seconds so I can show you guys. Let's go for 5 seconds. And now below we have the mouse settings, that is show mouse clicks in the recording. So whatever I click, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get a little circle and I can choose the color of that circle right here. I'm going to stick with yellow. If you don't want this feature, you can just uncheck this. But it's a great way to show your viewers when you are clicking, because sometimes your clicking sound are not loud enough and people can't tell where you are clicking. So this is a great way to show them. And then we have the play mouse click sound, and if you don't want, then you can just go ahead and turn it off. But if you want that clicking sound, you can just leave this on. And then we have a start/stop hotkey, which is right now is shift plus command U. Then you have pause/resume hotkey, which is control P. So basically if I started recording and I hit shift plus command plus U, it's going to stop recording. If I hit it again, it's going to start again. And the same thing applies here. If I hit command plus P, it's going to pause my recording, and if I hit it again, it's going to resume the recording. Now you can also set your own hotkeys, because these may be a little hard to remember. To do this, you would hit the left mouse click here and then hit the keyboard combination that you want for start/stop hotkey. I'm going to do command plus S. Now if I hit command plus S, it's going to do exactly this, and I can do the same thing for pause or resume button. So you can set your own hotkeys, and this is great because you will most likely not forget these. But if it were the default hotkeys, it may be hard to remember. Let's go ahead and start recording. I'm going to hit this red button. Now I'm going to get this command H to stop recording, and it's going to stop after 5 seconds. There we go. I set the timer to 5 seconds, and now you can see I got the video right here. I can go ahead and drag this down, and maybe I'll edit now or maybe edit later.